Hi Leos, welcome to the team love reading and welcome to Broomstick Fairy. Okay, so sun is shining in London finally. And it's right outside this window right there. So that's all you guys see the sun. Okay. Turn this down. Leos, love life for 2017. 5 Leos in the love life in November, sorry. 5 Leos in November 2017 in the love life. There's 5 Leos in November 2017. Describe Leos November 2017. Ten of Swords. The worst is over. You're overcoming something. It's time to move on. The worst is behind you. It's time to move on now. The love is out of that. Let's keep going. What is this Ten of Swords for Leos? What is this Ten of Swords for Leos? Four of Swords. Yeah, so there'll be a time of cooling off, a time of retreating or relaxing, or coming from a sense of overactivity or over worrying and feeling like your back is against the wall. What do Leos want? What do Leos want in love in November 2017? What do Leos want in love in November 2017? Nine of Swords reversed. All of these swords that you guys be thinking a lot. So you don't want sleepless nights. You want to come from that and you want to move in more calm and say, let's move sailing waters. You want your mind to be at ease. You want your mind to be rested. You possibly want vacation so that you can kind of focus more on the clouds and look up at the clouds and be like the clouds, who's very calm, passive, meditative kind of state. What do Leos want in love? Seven of Swords. Jesus. Are you guys dealing with an air sign? Or there's a lot of communications, a lot of mentalness, maybe more thoughts and action? So you want to carefully plan and be strategic so that things can work out for you in some way, in some sort. What is this? Nine of Swords reversed, Ten of Swords, Four of Swords, and Seven of Swords. I feel like you want to carefully, strategically map out your next steps, and you want to be effective in how you come across. Or you're carefully planning for a vacation, or carefully planning for a release. Nine of Swords, Four of Swords, Ten of Swords, Seven of Swords for the year. Solace in reverse. Communication. The Arvo parrot was on the bottom of the deck after Solace came out, and I'll tell you what Solace meant in a sec. So, clear communications are vitally important here. Strive for verbal brilliance. Listen carefully. Be articulate. Be willing to calmly debate the issues and explore ideas of others. Open communication will enhance the chances of success all around. Arvo also suggests that the querent watch for body language, incomplete sentences, unfinished thoughts, and try to discover what these signals are meant to get across. So you gotta be very investigative, especially with this Four of Swords and Seven of Swords here. Very investigative, very calculating. Either this is you or you're planning to do this for your love interest. You'll be trying to get to the bottom of something and find something out. And you've got Solace in reverse. I believe that card is still positive in the reverse there. This is actually like a Leo card. Knowledge, consciousness, synthesis, spiritual empowerment. When light and spiritual empowerment of Solace is valid, we need to remember that this singer is there to help with seemingly lost causes and forlorn hopes. When you don't even know what to ask for his help and guidance, and then do the best you can for yourself. This is the fairy oracle, okay? So this is Solace, which is in the fairy realm. Okay, so 5 Leos love interest. 5 Leos love interest, November 2007. 5 Leos love interest for November 2017. 9 of this. So this person will be very financially well off. They may be very independent. They have this independent streak about them. Maybe that's why you possibly feel like you're trying to get more involved and see what is going on in their life. They can be a very good business person, a very good provider. They can be maybe too self-sufficient, and you may feel like you're kind of left out and like you're not, like they're not giving enough attention, or they be focusing on being newly single. What does Leo's love interest want in November 2017? What do Leo's love interest want in November 2017? Knight of Disc in reverse. And with the Nine of Disc upright. So with them wanting the Knight of Disc in reverse, they actually want to. Someone's either slow to commit, or they feel like you are slow to commit because of you have like this single kind of way about them, or this independent streak, this fulfillment streak, self-fulfillment or self-reliant. Someone be loosening their grip or loosening their they have been very reliable, very dependent, very stable before, and now they be starting to pull away a bit and be very slow and reluctant to commit. Maybe very reckless in maybe kind of be looking out for themselves, or they want to change their focus, or they're looking to remodel themselves and their business strategies and their business and their financial situation. Leos. What do Leos get in love in November 2017? What do Leos get in love in November 2017? Leo's love interest. What do Leo's love interest get in November 2017? What do Leo's love interest get in love? Strength in reverse. Maybe I feel like they be overworking, or they may feel like they have to overly provide, or maybe trying to please you so much that they are wearing themselves out. Got the Strength in reverse. They feel inferior to you. One of you be the breadwinner, Leos, and they be a little bit they feel intimidated by your success, or you're feeling intimidated by their success, or someone's pressuring someone to be a little bit more independent or to gain more money. Someone's threatened by someone's income. What is the Strength in reverse for Leo's love interest? What does Leo's love interest get? The Strength in reverse. They be overworking themselves. Leo's love interest is Strength in reverse. Three of Disc in reverse. So they're either overworking themselves, or they're feeling like they're not getting ranked into the higher position that they deserve, or they're feeling like they're working very hard and their hard work is not getting paid off. Feeling like they're working very hard and maybe not smart, or they feel like there's a lack of teamwork and they feel like they have to carry the weight all on their own. Some be a bit one-sided. What is the message from Spirit? What is the message from Spirit for Leo's November? What is from Spirit Leo's November? Six of Discs and 10 of Cups in reverse. So there's definitely somebody's reputation is on the line. I absolutely love these cards. Let me fade. But the Six of Discs or the Six of Pentacles, which is normally the generous giver, or the giver who gives like freely, not unconditionally, but they give because they want to, even though it is a card of beneficial reciprocity. And then the 10 of Cups in reverse, which is like the family card or the celebration card. So the focus needs to be on how much attention or how much money is going into this family, how much money is going into this relationship, how much attention, how much emotional. There needs to be a more of an equal balance with money. There needs to be more of an equal balance with relationships as well. You guys need to get on a more balanced ground. I feel like somebody one-sided, or somebody feels like they have to carry the weight, carry the torch all by themselves. Maybe a disruption with family, some sort of communication block, but there's definitely, the family is feeling like there is reputation, it's like bad reputation on the line. Perhaps you're having money issues and you're scared to ask for outside help. What is the Six of Discs reverse? This 10 of Cups reverse for Leos. What is the Six of Discs? This 10 of Cups reverse. This reverse tell us for Leos. Jehovah. These are oracle messages, the cards that I'm looking up in the book, okay? From the fairies, angels. Fairies oracle. One of my favorite oracles. Imaginary fears, unreal hazards, a realistic caution. It is time to look for the truth behind our fears, to distinguish between what is real and what is our projection of old traumas and fears into the imaginary future. By diving into your old patterns, we can see past them to a more liberating life. Only by facing these fears honestly and seeing them for what they are do we gain greater ability to open our hearts. Each false fear confronted and resolved makes us stronger. So there is some false, you guys be trying to keep up with the status quo, maybe some false projections of how a family should be, of how much time a family should be. Maybe it's better to look on the more unorthodox side and not really focus too much on traditions and how you feel like a family should operate, because then bring greater happiness to you. What is this Four Swords upright? Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords, Seven of Swords upright. Leo. What is the Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, Four Swords? Leo. Spirit, give me clarification. What are these cards meaning for Leo? The Page of Pentacles in reverse. The feeling like something isn't getting off the ground, feeling like something isn't leaving the nest, feeling like pregnant with something or pregnant with a lot of ideas, but they're not coming out into the material world. They're like maybe just all ideas right now. So there be all these ideas of execution of how to how to make this relationship work, how so that you can be both in a meditative kind of state together. But it's maybe all in the thoughts right now. There's lack of action. There's lack of actual physical progress. And this even have something to do with a child, because the page could be a child, or the message isn't coming across. The message is still in the mental plane. It's not in. You're not really. It's just all talk. It's not really that much action. What is the message from this? What is the medicine card message for Leos? What is the message card message for Leos? Four of Swords, Seven of Swords, One of Swords. Leos, November 2017. Got Mouse, which is scrutiny. I believe this is scrutinize, keep a good eye, scrutinizing yourself and others. And then you've got Dog in reverse and Horse in reverse. So the meaning of these cards. Loyalty in reverse. For the Dog message is in the contrary position. Dog be telling you you have become too critical or mean due to the company you are keeping. The reversal of this medicine could also imply that it is time to stop cowering with fear and time to begin to tackle the adversaries with your confidence. The key is to realize that these are not external enemies but thought forms in your own mind which tell you that you are not worthy of loyalty, either to yourself or to others. So yeah, we were saying like there's a lot of thought. You want to examine the patterns of disloyalty in your life. Do you, for example, pass on gossip or not speak up when someone else is rumor mongering? Do you make jokes that belittle others? Do you refuse to return kindness? These are characteristics of fear, and particularly of a fear that is common to the human two-legged family, the fear of not belonging or not being approved of. Reclaim the power of loyalty to self and self-truths. Become like Dog. Be your own best friend. Mouse scrutiny. Mouse says, I will touch everything with whiskers in order to know. Paradoxically, this is both great power and a great weakness. It is good medicine to see up close. It is a good medicine to pay attention to detail, but it is bad medicine to chew every little thing to pieces. So maybe like ruining things in the mental. You guys be ruining things in the mental, in your thoughts before it even gets to the physical plane, and as things we can actually touch, feel. Mouse has predatory enemies, including birds, snakes, and cats. Since mouse food is for me, it has a highly developed sense of danger at every turn. So-called civilization is a highly complex set of components which calls for more and more organizational skills and scrutiny to detail every year. Mouse is a powerful medicine to have in these modern times. Things that appear insignificant to others take enormous importance to mouse. Mouse people anger many other medicine types because they appear to be nitpickers. So maybe like, most people will spot the lint on your coat even if it matches in color. They will try to convince you that the simplest task is fraught with difficulties. They are fixated on methodology. They sort and categorize and file away for later use. They seem like they are hoarding, but this is the farthest thing from most minds. They are merely putting everything in order so that they will be able to explore it more carefully at a later date. If your personal medicine is mouse, you be fearful of life but very well organized, with a with a compartment for everything. You should try to see a larger picture than the one staring you in the face. Develop a largest of spirit. Try to become aware of the great dance of life. Realize that even though you be sitting in Los Angeles, there is also in New York a moon, a solar system, a galaxy, and an infinite universe. Jump high, little friend. You have a glimpse of Sacred Mountain. If mouse is in your card, is medicine is telling you to scrutinize. Look at yourself and others carefully. Okay? Let me say, maybe that cat in the pantry is waiting for you. Maybe someone to whom you have delegated authority, such as a doctor, a lawyer, or even a plumber, is not doing the job faithfully. The message to see what is right before your eyes and to take action accordingly. Oh gosh. Okay, not too long. Okay, and then you have horse in reverse. If your ego has gotten in the way, you have failed to notice the lack of respect you have been receiving from others. You, on the other hand, be struggling with others who are abusing their power. Should I say something? Should I fight desire to put them in their place? You be asking, remember times in your own life when you have fallen out of grace with great spirit, and then have compassion for the brothers or sisters who have now doing the same. If you are overpowering another or feeling overwhelmed, horse medicine in both the dignified and contrary positions is a simple reminder of how to balance your shields. In allowing all pathways to have equal validity, you will see the power and glory of the unified family of humanity. This is the gift of Rainbow Warrior or Warriors. Apply this knowledge to reclaim the power you have given away by forgetting to come from compassion. Untangle yourself from the present situation and understand that every human being must follow this pathway to power before galloping upon the winds of destiny. When it comes to your love interest, what is the Native American message for them? When it comes to your love interest, what is the Native American message? Leo's love interest, what is the message for Leo's love interest in this read? Leo's love interest, what is the message? Blank. Leo's love interest, what is the message in this reading for Leo's interest? Porcupine, innocence. The south of the medicine wheel is the place of childlike innocence and humility. It is the home of playfulness and the position of porcupine on the medicine wheel. Porcupine has special qualities and very powerful medicine. The power of faith and trust. The power of faith contains within the ability to move mountains. The power of trust in life involves trusting that Great Spirit has a divine plan. Your task is to find the pathway that is most beneficial for you and that uses your greatest talents to further the plan. Trust can open doors to creation of space. The space thus created allows others to open their hearts to you and share their gifts of love, joy, and companionship. If you were to observe porcupine, you would immediately notice its quills. These quills are only used when trust has been broken between porcupine and another creature. Much like the otter, porcupine is a gentle, loving creature and non-aggressive when fear is not present. It is possible to feed a porcupine by hand and never get struck by its quills. Through understanding the basic nature of this animal, you come to an understanding of your own need for trust and faith and for becoming a childlike again. In today's society, this is needed to to honor the wonder of life. I'm sorry, I'm trying to hurry up. And the appreciation of each new day as an adventure of discovery. Porcupine sat silently looking at a hollow. Okay, that's the story. In choosing Porcupine card, you have given yourself a gentle reminder not to get caught in the chaos of adult world where fear, greed, and suffering are coming place. The medicine in this card is that of relief from seriousness and severity. Open your heart to those things that give you joy as a child. Remember the preciousness of fantasy and imagination, and making some scheme or toy from nothing but scraps. Honor the playfulness of spirit so that lets everyone win. What is the message here for Leo's love interest? This nine of this in reverse, 3 of this in reverse. What is this for Leo's love interest? I just feel like they're feeling overworked, underappreciated, or they're feeling very dependent, like they have to do something, getting lost in the adult life. King of Wands. So they feel like they have to provide a mentor, a lover, a doctor, a husband, a wife, a sister, a brother, a friend, a best friend. I feel like they're feeling overwhelmed, or they're feeling like this is you, because this is the King of Wands, which is Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Okay, so I just feel like they're feeling overwhelmed, or feeling like they are good, confident, but they're feeling like a lot of pressure is on them. Describe Leo's romance angels. Describe Leo's in this reading. Describe Leos in this reading. Describe Leos in this reading. Describe Leos in this reading. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this going. And trust is on the bottom of this deck. Now, unrequited love is not going to go for everyone. I just feel like this is tying in for the fact that some people feel like they're not getting the amount of attention that they deserve, or they're not, or someone feels like they're doing more than the other, like I was saying. But I feel like if you trust that this situation is calling for you to have faith, that I feel like it will come in the end or in the long run. I like to really sit and absorb the cards, but time is going by. But I just thought, I felt like I should shuffle on camera this month. But I feel like I could say more. Hold on. What is the message from Spirit? This 10 of Cups reversed, 6 of Discs reversed for Leos. What is the message from Spirit? 10 of Cups reversed, 6 of Cups reversed from Leos. 1, and then Butterfly in reverse. 1 is grace, and then that much. If you pulled Swan, it ushers in a time of altered states of awareness and of development of your intuitive abilities. Swan medicine people have the ability to see the future, to surrender to the power of Great Spirit, and to accept the healing and transformation of their lives. The Swan card is telling you to accept your ability to know what lies ahead. If you are resisting your self-transformation, relax. It will be easier if you to go with the flow. Stop denying that you know who is calling when the phone rings. Pay attention to your hunches and your gut knowledge, and honor your female intuitive side, whether you're male or female. Learn to surrender to the grace of rhythm of the universe and to slip from our physical bodies into dream time. Soul medicine teaches us to be at one with all planes of consciousness and to trust in Great Spirit's protection. Butterfly in reverse. Butterfly is transformation. In the contrary, if you have drawn Butterfly reversed, your lesson is a simple one. There is a need for change in your life that you are not recognizing. This could be a possible need for freedom, for a vacation, for a new job. You believe that change is too difficult and you rule it out to preserve the comfort of old habits. But in ruling out any possibility of change, you are saying that courage of Butterfly has been lost. Why does Butterfly represent courage? Because there is a total different world outside of the cocoon, where the known realities of the chrysalis are no longer applicable. This new world demands for you to use your newfound wings and fly. Leo's love interest. Describe Leo's love interest. Describe Leo's love interest. In this reading, Spirit. Describe Leo's love interest in this reading. Have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Let's get a clarification card. Leo's love interest. Stay optimistic about your love life. So this new love can mean finding a new love, like I was saying earlier, finding a new center within yourself, or this is them because this is in your love interest. Them finding a new way of operating and a new way of loving themselves, so that, and then they're staying optimistic about their love life. Okay, because I feel like some of them feel overwhelmed and feel like the pressures of the world is getting to them. So if they feel like, if they stay optimistic and if they have this new love, or this newfound love, or this newfound way of eyes of looking at the world, I feel like it will benefit. Overall message in this reading, Leos. Overall message in this reading for Leo, Spirit. Overall message in this reading for Leo. Chaos and conflict in reverse. This is an advantage moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity for negotiation. Even in the seeming chaos, there is a kind of divine order, a complete restoring of elements. This is powerful. If your intention is to find the best solution for the highest good of all, there is positive news. The timing is perfect. Things are already stirred up, so don't be afraid to jump into the mix. You discover everything you need to know about how the situation affects you long term. Be present in the eye of chaos. This moment is valuable. Don't waste it. Thank you, Leos. I hope that resonated with you.